A big round of applause for Dasha.
Hello everyone! I'm assuming everyone here knows of freestyle and what it entails. From way too many projects to water fountains that spit water 20 feet into the air, this is only a slight exaggeration. Everyone who has gone to freestyle knows the ups and downs of this lovely creative establishment. However, today, ladies and gents, and everyone else, we will be looking at the bad, the dirty, and the disgusting parts of freestyle. So without further ado, I present to you top 5 worst things at freestyle. Number 5, the construction. I said the construction. The construction! God, where to begin with this one? I guess the worst part of it has to definitely be the noise. Imagine this, you'd be sitting in your classroom, definitely not playing Flappy Bird in your Chromebook browser, when the calming voice of your teacher is interrupted with the foulest, gut-wrenching, ear-muffling, eye-twitching, metal screeching you have ever heard. Not only is it annoying, but it makes me lose my lose my concentration on the very important topic I am paying attention to in class at the moment. Please don't get mad at me, Mr. Greco. I swear I do all my work. Number 4, the parking lot. Now, I don't drive a car, but I can still recall when I've almost been hit multiple times, so I can still comment on this. The worst part is that there's probably no parking anywhere at all for whatever reason. There aren't that many students in freestyle to begin with, and only I think 4 teachers total? So why is the parking lot always full? There have been many times where a friend or my mom has had to drive me to class and there isn't a single parking space. Alright, it's whatever, I think to myself, and we would drive out onto the street. But the streets are packed too. By the time you find a parking space, park, and walk to campus, class has already started and Mr. Flo is giving you a death glare for being late again. Listen, Mr. Flo, it's not my fault the parking lot is more packed than a can of sardines and an elderly woman was crossing the street with her dog on my way over here. And speaking of, this is a great segue. No, not you. But let's talk about number 3, driving to freestyle. Driving to freestyle, more like driving me up a wall. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to let go of my composure. Anywho, God, are you Mountain View kids lucky? You guys will never get to experience the joy of running out of class as fast as you can, hopping into your parents' car, hoovering up a sandwich, all while your mother is going 10 over the speed limit just to get to freestyle on time. This is a joke for legal reasons. And not to mention the random things that can happen on the road, like detours, elderly ladies walking their dogs, kids on bikes, or as I like to call them, power-ups. More elderly ladies, but this time they are exercising, and just stoplights deciding to take a day off and never turn green. Whew, Jesus Christ. No, not you. I don't know if any of you can relate, but please, freestyle gods, Mr. Flo, can we please get more time for transport? Like even 5 minutes would help. I can't take this anymore, please, God. Number 2, the schedule. Do I even need to talk about this one? Like, I'm sure everyone knows what I'm talking about. I'm certain all of us were feeling an impending sense of doom when we say this thing. I mean, look at it. Enough said, moving on. Number 1. The bathrooms. Comedic influence. Ooh, God, I need to find a better way to do that. Anyway, my comedic influences for this video were Curtis Connor and Hyojin Choi. I hope I pronounced their names correctly. They aren't super well known because they're both literally just YouTubers, but I enjoy their comedy very much and wanted to take inspiration from them. From Connor, I decided to take his over-the-top edits and use of puns, while from Choi, I decided to get inspired by her animation style. Hopefully you can see that this whole thing was drawn, so Choi's influence is pretty obvious. She tends to over-exaggerate her characters, which is what I tried to do here in my project. And, I hope you saw the puns I tried to put into this video. I know some of them might have gone a little too fast, but I swear they're there. You can check my script, I promise. But yeah, overall, I just wanted to take inspirations from people that I think are very funny, and yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching. You can go now. The video's over, you guys can go now, you know?
audience.
I just thought it was overall just really well done, and like the little animations that you did throughout it were done really well, and they were super clean. And like at some parts it got a little chaotic, but like that's what made it like super funny in some parts. So I just thought that it was all really good.
It had this anxious, frenetic energy and tone to it, which you punctured with the animation style and the pacing of it.
I didn't mean to make her jiggle so much, but like I just had to go really fast and I had to fit it into 5 minutes, so I really got to compress everything down. Okay.
I really like how you characterized yourself. I mean, like the hair and everything, it felt super accurate, and like the detail in the animation was amazing. Like when you like frown, like your hair would get slightly like it would tilt
I did not mean to do that, but thank you.
I like the meta elements where you'd put text on the screen explaining how you were tired. That is a common struggle.
It was so late. You can see how the video degrades over time because it's like 2 a.m. and I'm just finding images on Google and putting it out there.
Yeah, I really like the, I guess, character design sort of that you used, and got it to be very expressive as well. I also like sort of the, I guess, you call it just like taking images off of Google, but it's a really neat way of making sort of mixed media that I like a lot.
Thank you.
I like how you made it really relatable, so that was good.
I like how you addressed the parking lot situation.
Luckily, these issues are related to our transitional period, and they'll be resolved as we move into our new facility. But I think there are a lot of things that have been frustrating during this transitional period, and you picked up on a lot of that just being a first-year senior here. But what's kind of interesting, what's funny for me, watching this video, just knowing you, is that you are very calm, cool, and collected every day, from my point of view at least.
Yeah,
and so it's interesting to see, maybe there's a little bit of this voice going on inside your head, but you still manage to really keep it together every day and do your best work. So I want to thank you for that.
I just wanted to say I loved the beginning when you fall in, and I kind of expected one of your influences to be this like cat YouTuber, because they always have like the cats, their cat is like their character, the big character, but they always have it like screaming and like blowing stuff up, and so I might send it to you.
Oh, yeah, please do.
Awesome. Yeah, I love the idea of sharing influences. So if you've got any other humorists or media you want to share with our presenters, just select that.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks so much.